Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dream here, and I am playing on Hijacked. This map I ran the MSMC, and I went about 44 and 3, I believe. Today I just want to talk about a topic. I want to start this new series called High School Stories, and this is going to be the first episode of the video. And today is going to be about bullies. Now, I'm going to define a bully. Basically, it's somebody who makes fun of another person or another individual for what they wear, how they act, what they do, what their hobbies are. Basically, hating on someone in our days and age. Uh, it's pretty much torment in a way though, because they never leave the person alone. And example, Big John bullied Little Susie because Little Susie was wearing a little pink tulip skirt, and mommy bought it for her, something like that. So I'm gonna just give you guys a few cases in my terms about who was a bully and fighting the bully, being the bully, looking back, and I'll wrap it up with that kind of stuff. So yeah. So basically, we're gonna go back in time, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about a bully that I went to school with, and you guys are gonna call me a pussy, but it was a girl, and I don't know if she had like a crush on me or whatever. It was weird. She was a bigger girl, so it was like even more awkward, like total awk moment, and anyways, so there's this big girl, and every time I would do something, like she would either smile or laugh, and then like punch me, and then call me like faggot and all this, like, you know what I mean, like call me a fag and joke around, and I'm not, like, I'm straight. So it was kind of weird, and I considered it a bully because it was just so annoying. Like, I'd go to school every day, and she'd do the same thing like every damn fucking day. Fag, 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 punch me, fag. It was so annoying, and this was like in freshman, almost sophomore year that this happened. This wasn't too much of a big problem. Like, I dealt with it quick. I told her, I was like, "Do you like me or something? Because you always like hitting me and shit and calling me names, and I'm kind of confused here. I'm not really sure what's going on with this whole situation." She's like, "No, no, I'm just bored at school." I'm like, "Yeah, I doubt that." Like, LOL, no. um. So, like, fighting the bully is basically, in my opinion, it's easy. Like, for me, it was easy. Like, all I did is I basically confronted her and asked her, why do you do that? That's basically what you need to do. I asked her, I was like, why did you always hit me, and why did you always do that and call me names and shit? It's kind of weird, and you seem serious about it. And then they shut up, and they're like, oh my god, I don't know why I did that. So it's just like confronting them, which is pretty funny. Now, the actual like bullies that I'm talking about is back in freshman year. I went to like a really preppy jock school with a bunch of rich white kids. I'm white, but I'm from the city, and I'm not anything close to rich to how they were. And they'd always like I was like the not the emo type kid, but I was like the I don't give a fuck about school type kid. So I would like always wear like a sweatshirt that had like graffiti letters on it and shit, and I had like stripes on it, and they called me Stripes because I always wore the same sweatshirt. It was stupid. I was like, really? You're gonna call me that? And it had red and black stripes on it, and they always used to call me Stripes for that reason. It was kind of lame. I was like, really? Overcoming that, I really didn't. I kind of just switched schools, not mainly because I was being bullied, but because I couldn't pass that school. I was just too I don't give a fuck about school moment. And when you're getting bullied, you don't really care about school much. I didn't really. The reason I got out of there is because I failed, and because I was being like, I just didn't feel like I fit in with any of the kids either. That's another thing, is like fitting in. I'll do another video on that. But let's talk about being the bully. Now, it was about junior year in high school when I switched to my new school. And, I had a lot of friends because it was one of those schools where people would go to because nobody likes them or they just drop out. So it was like something in common. So when I went to that school, there was another case. There was another big girl, except I bullied her and everybody else did. Now, there was this one time period where she would like sit in the back of the bus with us, and we'd pretend she was cool with us and joke around, make fun of her, and she never really realized it. And now that I'm looking back at this, I was a complete asshole. But like they say, bullies create bullies in a way. It is true. But so I would always make fun of her, and one day she had a malfunction on the bus, and the malfunction led to really rotten smell, And when she got off the bus, the rotten smell did not go away, and everybody made fun of her the next day. Now, I called her a really nasty name because of the smell, and I'm not going to repeat this on video just in case anybody's watching. All I have to say is that I am sorry for saying that, because I know how it feels to be bullied and made fun of and shit, and it really does suck. But I did make a nasty remark about her smelliness, and now she's probably doing a lot better than I am. I've seen her working a job and all this other stuff, so it's like, it's like a double-edged sword. You're going to do that, then you're going to end up, you know what I mean? It's like karma. Karma's a bitch. So definitely don't be a bully, guys. If you're the one that makes fun of people, try not to. I mean, you don't have to get along with them. Just mind your own business and be, be who you are, and don't, don't, like, bully people, and don't call them names, or, pretend to be cool with them. That's how the bullying really starts, is when people pretend to be cool with someone and then they just totally trash their life, or fuck with them in the head, and that's when the bullying gets really bad. I don't know if I really liked the bullying, as opposed to, like, I didn't give a fuck about it. Like, I was the type of kid who was like, I don't know, I don't care if they say stuff about me, because I'm only here for the day and they don't know me outside school. They don't know what I do or who I really am, and I like who I am. And they're like, they just bully me because they just know me in school and they know me how I dress. It's pointless, it still goes on to this day, and my opinion about that is, I really shouldn't. I mean, we live in such a materialistic society. If you're wearing something out of the norm, you're going to get made fun of for. It's just plain and simple. But if you're provocatively, if I said that right, dressing, like, this goes for girls, if they're like showing their junk and their goodies are hanging out, they're obviously going to get made fun of. And I see a lot of people do that on Facebook nowadays. They a lot of girls, they put their their shit sticking out on Facebook, and they're like, oh my god, he's such a perv, he liked he said boobs on my photo and blah blah blah. Well, they're there. I mean, you stuck them out, and then other girls bully her about it because she's sticking her things out, and it's just a horrible cycle. It's just a teenage cycle. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I'm glad I'm gonna be 20 pretty soon in May, so I don't have to really deal with any of that anymore. But yeah, being the bully is really shitty, and I'd rather be bullied than be the bully, because at least I know I'm not doing anything to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? I'd rather not be both. But looking back on it all, like I said, I'd rather not. You know what I mean? I'd rather not bully anyone. It is pretty sad that I was bullied, but it didn't really change who I am. I mean, I am a gamer, and gamers tend to be isolated in general. So, I mean, that's what we're gonna do. We play games. We like to sit around and play games all day. Fuck it, we're gonna play games all day. And that's what's gonna happen. And you really can't change anyone what they do. You know what I mean, or who they are. And if you bully somebody to a point where they come to school the next day dressed a different way, or they change the way they act, or they change the way they look, that's pretty screwed up of you, or if it's happened to you. I'm sorry if that's happened to you. I'm pretty sure I've said some stuff to people in the past. I remember I bullied an autistic girl in high school too, and it was really fucked up. You know what I mean? Now that I think about it, if I could take that back, of all the things that I said to those people, I definitely would. I would take it back in a heartbeat. I would give stuff up to take that back, because it was pretty screwed up. So the point of this video is just to tell you guys, about a little high school story. I wanted to start off with bullying because I thought that was a really good, touchy subject, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to wrap the video up here. I went about 44 in 3, I believe. I had a couple stealth choppers and bombers. It was a pretty good game. I played with this one guy in here, and I made friends with him. So, yeah, I'm meeting more people on COD every day, and they might be featured in some of my videos as a clan play or team play or whatever we want to call it, league play. So, yeah, guys, peace.